Hello everyone. In this lecture, I'll be explaining some basic definitions in group theory that will be useful for us later on. So I begin by explaining what a group is. So a group is defined as a set of some numbers and some operator. It's a binary operator. So basically, the binary operator takes like two elements from S and also gets as an output an element also from the same set F. So the group has to satisfy some axioms. So the first axiom basically is the operator has to be associative, meaning that if we apply, so it doesn't matter the order on how we apply the operator. So if we apply E and B, and we make the operator between them, and then we apply this on the result C, it should be the same as we apply from this order. So here in this part, we can execute this part here and this, and then we execute this. But here's the opposite. Here we execute this part first and then this one. The second axiom is basically the identity element. We have to have some element, call it E, and this E has to be unique, such that when we do this operation, we'll get the same result as this operation, and we'll get the same result as the original number. So this is the identity operation, and thirdly we have the inverse. So for each element A, we have some element B, such that this is the same as this, which is the same as the identity element. And here the B, we would call it the A inverse. So these are the basic axioms of the group. And there's a fourth axiom, like you can actually use these three only, or there's a fourth one that if it's there, we call it an abelian group. So this is the commutative. So it means that we can switch the order of the operands when we are using the operators. So A operator B is the same as B operator A. So the first is called associative. This is A1, and the A4 is commutative. So as we said, the group that has the fourth axiom is called the abelian group. Here we can have an example here. So we can have set S that has some elements, let's say 1, 2, 3. define, we have this operator. Let's make it, give it this symbol. So wedge 3 is, say this is 1. The wedge wedge 1, and I'll also assume that the operator is so here we have, so the operator has to be commutative in this case because we have the element. So here the element, I'll show why it has to be commutative. So here we have the identity element is the 3. It's a bit unintuitive because usually it's the 1, but yeah, it's just an example. So the E is equal to 3. So as you can see here, we have this part. So this, by definition, has to be equal to this. I'm sorry, this should have been equal to it too. Here this is equal to 3, which is also by the definition. And here, so the 2 and the 1 are the inverses of each other. So basically, this has to be also equal to number 3. Because here, like if one of these 3 is not true, then we have one of the axioms. So here's the identity axiom. Will be broken if we don't have these 2. And here the inverse axiom will be broken if we don't have this equality here. So this is basically the operator. So this was one example, and this operator here doesn't have any meaning. I mean, we didn't give it any meaning. Could have some. It doesn't matter. So we proceed to the next definition, which is a subgroup. So if we have a group like this, we'll say that H is a subgroup of G. So this will be a subgroup if the R is a subset of S, and for A and B belong to R, then A operator B also should belong to R. This is, we call the closure property. It means that the R is enclosed under the operator that we have here. So it means that whenever we get like any elements from this group or from this set, it means whenever we apply the operator, we still get an element in the same set, so we don't get out of the set. So that's why it's closed. The set is closed under the operator. So basically, this is the definition of the subgroup. So we can make some bigger examples here, which are more relevant to us later on. So we have this definition, the multiplicative group. So it's the set like of all the numbers that are co-prime with n. So it's all the a. It's that you can say it's from 0 to -1. So here, as we said, this means co-prime. So they have a GCD of 1. So this is the definition, and here the operator that we have, call it the so it's the multiplication mod n. So it's defined as this column before the equal means is defined as to be equal to. So here this multiplication basically is defined to multiply two elements. It's just do the normal multiplication and you take the remainder. It has to be the smallest remainder. So as you can see here. Example, the Z15. This has the elements 1 and 2 and 4 and 7 and 8 and 11, 13, 14. So this is the multiplicative group of the 15. And we'll see that there's also another multiplicative group, let's say, so the multiples of 5, the multiplicative group of 5. So this has all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was another example, and so on. So here we can give also an example. So there's the multiplicative group of 9. So it has these elements. And last, let's say the multiplicative group of 3. So the numbers that are co-primes with 3. As we can see here, so these are the numbers that are co-primes with 15. So none of these numbers have a common divisor with 15, and all the others have. So all the others will be a multiple of 3 or a multiple of 5. It's the 3 here, or the 6, or the 9 and 10, and so on. For the 5, it's a prime number, so all the numbers that are smaller are co-prime. For the 9, we have all the numbers except the multiples of 3. And for the 3, we have only those two numbers. Um, yeah, it's okay. So we move forward to an example of subgroup. So if we define here, we can actually take from the last slide to this. So here, if we take this group, uh, in this group, then this will be a subgroup of this. So how can we see that? Uh, Here, as we see, that the elements here are subsets from here, and we do the operator we have. So we only have the 1 and 2. So the operator here is that we make a multiplication and take the remainder, 3, I think. Here the multiplication of 3 is equal to 2, and then we have to make sure that all the possibilities are indeed true. As we can see here, all the outputs are also in the set here, so it means it's closed under this operator. It means here it's a subgroup. We'll say that here. So start with the operator multiplication 3. So this is a subgroup of the group 09. And we make a multiplication remainder 9. Yeah, and maybe a bit earlier I said like I think because I wasn't remembering exactly if we should use the operator mod 3 or mod 9, but it should be actually mod 3. So here, as we said, so we have this group is a subgroup of this group. Yes, so we'll come later on to more theorems about this. Yeah, so thanks for listening.